East Idaho, everybody. Today we're over in Kilgore area. If you look right down there, kind of see that road going through the trees and back in there. About right there is where we're camped. So this is one of my favorite trails. Nice and narrow and just beautiful views all over. No rock crawling, but I'll trade the mountains for pine trees for rock crawling any day. Just a cool area. That second ridge over here you can see, actually second ridge up there, that high ridge, that's the Continental Divide, and that's where you hit Montana. So over there you can see the Grand Tetons off in the distance. Backside of that's Jackson Hole. So you go right out through that valley, you can come out at Island Park. It's only about 35 miles over there at Island Park, off Highway 20, I believe. So, just a cool area, fun area to ride. Lots of beautiful scenery. Ruger's out making sure there's no bears in here to get us. Right up there, that peak you can see, that's where we just were just a little bit ago, and I showed you out and did the intro. This is our lunch spot for today. Got a surprise for you that the kids love right up there on that peak. We'll stop at here in a little bit and show you. This is just a cool area. It's full of wildlife. You see deer, elk, moose, dogs, motorcycles, everything. So just pretty cool. Pretty dense forest in spots and nice big wide open meadows and areas. It's big drop-offs. You got it all. So little spot you see right over, you can kind of see little white buildings right there. That's where the, I guess, community of Kilgore actually is. It's just an old ranching community out here. Not really a town. There's a little general store thing there that may be open, may not be, just depends, and don't expect a warm, friendly welcome when you go. So. But sometimes they got what you need. All these little stack rock pyramids and different things. It's just people stop and always stack a rock or two and let their imagination run wild what you can do with a bunch of stack rock.
Some of these are pretty elevated.
This is probably one of the coolest ones out here. They've taken time, made this little border along kind of a railing, and got these great big flat rocks that took the time to balance them so that they don't, most of the time they don't even rock when you step on them, so it's pretty cool. Little steps on this one and a little fire pit. Row of benches along here. Some people obviously spend a lot of time out here playing for the day. Kids love it though. We've had kids with us and you about have to drag them away kicking and screaming. Always changes, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, the flag is still here.
Oh yeah, look at that. Good.
It's always a little different each year, and winter's pretty rough on this. I'd imagine dead part of the winter there's 10-12 feet of snow on a good year here. Total accumulation would be probably 30-40 feet total, but of course it melts and settles and blows, and so you probably end up with a accumulated total of about 10-12 feet here.
There's where your mine is, right there. And looks like there's a pickup.
Fred just pointed out there, right there you can kind of see a shining of a pickup. You can see the roads there. That's an active gold mine. We'd take you on a tour, but they're not very friendly for letting you in. We found a live critter.
We always called them rock rabbits, but they were actually a pika.
Don't know if you could hear that. Fred just said those are known as rock rabbits or pika. He was bringing me over here to show me this recliner somebody built. It's a his and hers.
Yeah, that's a double seater there. Here's what we're talking about. Yeah, right there. What a view. Can I get a picture of you sitting in it?
There you get an armrest and a little ottoman.
Yep, yep.
What more could a guy want? 10,000 feet.
And what a view.
Yeah, and a view to Butte. So now there's the peak we stopped up on a little bit ago. When I first stopped, we did the introduction from up there. Unfortunately, Steve and Val, yesterday when we were coming back about the time I blew that belt, their tranny locked up going down the road. He stopped and played with the shifter a little and rattled around and made it back to camp. But I listened to it. I thought it was just a belt, and I pulled his cover this morning, and it's not. I think he's losing the bearings in his tranny, so unfortunately they couldn't join us for this ride today. They're doing the old people thing, getting packed up and ready to head home so they can go to the doctor's tomorrow. So, well, we'll move on and show you some more of this country. You notice on these, all these trees are about the same age in that. They're regrowth. This is burnt several years ago, and these lodgepole pine, when they go through a fire, that's what opens up their seed, and they grow this thick, and then they'll eventually just choke each other out, and it'll become just normal forest. Get the normal spacing they need. Only strong survive, like everything else. In these areas, Forest Service had come through and taken out all the deadfall after the fire. Just piled it up. They burned most of it, but there's little slash piles still. Then the regrowth takes over. About another 10 years, you'll never know what happened really. These grow about a foot a year usually. Well, that's the end of another ride today. Another great weekend. They're all packed up now, ready to roll. Got lucky, and my buddy that wasn't able to come this weekend, he had fluid on his knee, so he couldn't ride, and he rides four-wheeler. He let me borrow his trailer, so we'll get home and find out what to do about that. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit subscribe and tell all your friends.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.